Chances are, if you go to your favorite amusement park, you'll notice something different. It could be a good change or a bad change, but it seems recently that a lot of these parks are making some questionable changes that are not helping their respective parks. And this begs the question, are amusement parks getting worse? Today, let's do a deep dive into this subject and find out, are amusement parks actually getting worse? Let me just begin by saying that anything I say in this video is not to say that any of these parks are bad. They are all fantastic parks. I'm just pointing out some changes I've seen from my personal experience and many other park goers online. These are things I think these parks can improve on and make them even better places to go. Let's begin with the Six Flags chain. Many things have changed in these parks since the merger between companies Six Flags and Cedar Fair. Some of these changes were good, like the legacy Six Flags parks becoming cleaner and incorporating the Cedar Fair fast lane system. However, most of these changes haven't been great. In 2024, the chain closed many unreliable and unpopular coasters without any announcement, something I don't think we've ever seen before, but I may be wrong. Also, rides have closed for unexpected reasons and have no announcements of reopening. For example, Pantherian at Kings Dominion was closed for most of the 2025 season, and reopened with no warning on an August evening. I have also had some experience in these parks that are not normal. When I visited Kings Dominion recently, both of the park's signature roller coasters, Pantherian and Twisted Timbers, were on one train. Not sure what the reason was, but this is something you don't normally see at Kings Dominion, especially when Cedar Fair owned the park. But the biggest example of quality decline is definitely at Cedar Point. This park used to be one of the best ran amusement parks in the country, having every single ride open on every day possible, plus having incredible operations. Although it still ran particularly well, it's very hard to ignore the many ride closures the park had on opening day, something we did not used to see often. They've also made some interesting choices that didn't make a lot of sense. For instance, the seatbelts on Millennium Force, their signature Giga Coaster, were shortened. This meant that many guests who could previously ride were now unable to. Luckily, Cedar Point is working on resolving this issue, along hopefully with the rest of the issues they've been experiencing recently. Moving on from Six Flags, two other major theme park chains also seem to be suffering. One of them is United Parks. This company is responsible for the Busch Gardens and the SeaWorld parks. This chain has experienced extensive financial issues, including a very disappointing third quarter earnings call. Their parks are also suffering, the main ones being in Florida. SeaWorld Orlando and Busch Gardens Tampa are now known to have some of the worst operations out there. I can confirm this with my experience at Busch Gardens Tampa. Every dispatch on Iron Gwazi, their signature hybrid coaster, had a minimum of 3 minutes. It also seems like this chain needs to pay their employees better, as many of the staff members didn't seem to care for their job and didn't care to be working there. The other chain I wanted to discuss, and the final one we'll talk about in this video, is Merlin Entertainments. This company owns the Legoland parks, plus parks like Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, and Gardaland. This chain also seems to be going through some financial difficulties, as there are rumors that this chain plans to sell their UK parks. Also, the quality of some of these parks seems to be declining, specifically at Alton Towers. Alton Towers has had many rides down for maintenance, and an incline in food prices. According to many sources, we did not used to see this at Alton Towers, or any of the Merlin parks, but luckily, it seems that according to other reports, these issues are being fixed as we speak, which is great news. And now it's time to answer the big question. Are amusement parks actually getting worse? And based off the things we discussed, I would say yes, but to an extent. The issues we discussed are definitely fixable, and some parks are already fixing them, like Cedar Point fixing the seatbelts on Millennium Force, as we mentioned earlier. And then you have the issues at the United Parks, such as the dispatches, and those can be fixed with more training. Trust me, it will help. And that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you thought of this video down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe, as you will also appear on my subscriber screen at the end of my videos. Also check out my Patreon for early access and bonus videos, and my second channel, Off-Ride Experience, for copyright-free off-ride footage. Now thank you for watching.